Yeah, that's more better.
I just woke up from a nappy poo.
Yeah, I've been busy. But
I
we
didn't-
gotta get back to work, so we'll make this a short one.
I didn't poo, but I nappied for like 20 minutes.
She did the nap part, but not the poo part. Yeah. Howdy doody, everybody. It is a little late lunchtime for us. Maggie took a quick little teeny baby nap.
Hi, Tony.
So we thought we'd do a quick little update. We're just having some quick tuna fish sandwiches and some Pringles. Pringles go good with tuna fish. What'd you think? You mean the show? I did watch it last night. And you said you watched it.
Yeah, I kind of watched the rest of the show this morning.
I thought it.
That's not the last episode, though,
No.
right? How is there going to be an episode after that?
What did you say? There was going to be 11 episodes, Christine, or 12?
3 more episodes after that? How's there going to be 3 more episodes after
She
that?
said there was going to be 11 or 12, I think.
Oh my god.
So that was episode 8. So I thought it was the best one of the entire season so far.
We're talking about the summer I turned pretty, for anyone.
For sure. You're going to double check. I think it was definitely the best episode yet of the season. For sure.
But like while we all didn't want Belly to be with Jeremiah, like we all knew like she couldn't just like magically get back with Conrad
And walk down the aisle.
or just in general get like can't just call off the wedding and be with Conrad
the brother the same
instead.
day. Yeah.
And so
11 episodes, 3 more.
And so everyone was so mean to Conrad like the whole episode because Jeremiah found out and whatever, and Steven and stuff. And they're all like, "What are you doing? Like, why would you try and talk her out or like whatever?" And I kind of agree. Like, what was he thinking?
Conrad?
Yeah.
By saying that?
Yeah.
Well, he knew once they actually got married, the reality was starting to set in, I think. And once they actually said, I do, he could never marry her after that, even if they get divorced.
But they were already engaged and had been together for the last 4 years. And he had dated her for like 3 months in high school.
Yeah.
So, like...
He must have a great imagination to be holding on to this.
That's what, it's just like, yes, I'm Team Conrad, but, like, after all those years, I get still having feelings for her. But, like, thinking she's just gonna, like, leave your brother for you.
Right.
And whatever. It's just, like,
and you start to
delusional.
Wonder, how many of the feelings are really that you want her? Or is it that you just don't want your brother to have her? Or is it
because
that you feel like you really won if you take him from your brother?
Well, and it's like, why didn't you... I guess the only reason he finally, like, said everything or whatever was because he found out that Jeremiah cheated on her. But still, it's like, you didn't try to break them up all this, like, you didn't want her bad enough that you tried to, like,
break them up before
or anything. Like, you saw her during Christmas, how that was a big deal and whatever, and how apparently that's why Jeremiah cheated. It's just like, you didn't say you still had feelings for her then, like, you didn't, like...
It's been a while.
And so, like, the only reason you're doing it is because you found out Jeremiah cheated. Well, what if Belly had cheated on Jeremiah? Would you try to break them up, or like, you know?
Unless he really thought that over this course of this time that they would have broken up on their own, unless that and the reality hit them that they didn't.
Well, and that's what I'm saying. Like, okay, let the reality hit and like take your L and realize that like your brother. It's the night before your wedding. Like, if Belly doesn't care that Jeremiah cheated on her and is gonna marry him anyway, that's like, who is Conrad to be like, well, no, you should marry me instead when, like, you know. So I agreed with like Steven and Taylor and stuff in this episode. How Steven was like, leave her alone.
I like Belly's brother.
Yeah.
He is like so.
He's pretty hot this season.
Yeah, and he's got a good head on his shoulders. Super tall. He looks like, I don't know how tall he is in real life, but he looks super tall. But he seems to have this like act together, and a very sincere person. You know,
he's never been a bad guy. He's like,
and there's never that gambling thing.
Yeah,
he was still a good guy then.
He and like there's never been any conflict or any fights or even just like sibling fighting between Belly and the brother. So,
and good for him for sticking up for her best friend Sam, you know, the way he did. I really liked him. I like
Team Steven.
Team Steven, absolutely. Yeah. And but who could, like, and they absolutely did not do one crumb of, they spent all this money on this wedding, right? The father did at this point. Not 1 second of the dismantling of you know, everybody just like, okay, we're just gonna all pack up our rooms and leave. You know, nobody had to go and tell anybody it was called off. Nobody, you know, how did the guests know to leave? Or not even to go to the reception?
Yes, Miranda. We're talking about the Samurai Tree Pretty.
I mean, really? I thought that was kind of weird.
Yeah, I just think, like, I'm not super team, like, what Conrad did. Because, like, too, like, they brought to light that, like, which we had mentioned before, that, like, yeah, Jeremiah cheated, but he's never, like, just left her, like, as high and dry as Conrad has before, and, like, and then people are like, well, Conrad was dealing with the death of his mother, and blah, 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 blah. And it's like, yeah, they all were, like, I don't know.
Hey, do you think that Bella's mother knew what was in those letters when she handed them to him? You don't think so? Because she wasn't all about this wedding, even up until the wedding, she was not all about it.
I mean, unless they weren't sealed.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell.
Because she's had them for a long time. Since the mother passed. You know?
Yeah, but you'd think she would have switched the envelope back.
And they didn't even, like, really read any of the highlights of the letter.
You know, we have no idea what the letter actually said.
No.
Other than I've heard that.
That was weird.
Other from what I've heard from people in the book, or whatever, that have said that apparently there were letters that Joanna wrote to all of them for their wedding day.
Right.
And apparently she wrote Belly and Conrad's, like, with each other.
Assuming that they were going to get married.
Yeah.
Right. So I thought that was weird that, like, they didn't even do, like, excerpts of the letter, you know?
Yeah, I was just going to say, Christina, I tried to pause it, too, and see, I'm like, like, it was way too quick.
I wonder if they were, when in editing, if they originally had parts of it in there, and they edited it out, trying to, make it into the episode. If originally it was in there, You know, that they read it or whatever.
Oh yeah, I'm sure
voice over it
book,
or whatever.
Well, I'm sure in the book they talk.
But in this episode, for some reason, trying to get it into the time frame for the episode, if that came in the cut floor.
That was a pretty important cut.
I thought so too.
But so what I saw a lot of people talking about online, and what I also, when I was watching it, was like, the fuck's going on? The scene, like, right before the wedding, and Taylor comes in, and her hair looks like absolute, like, dog shit.
What was up with that?
Yeah, it looks, like, wet, and, like...
That was at the rehearsal dinner and stuff, it looked like that.
Or so,
wasn't it?
When the scene that she has, like, her bridesmaid's dress on.
Yeah, I thought it was the rehearsal dinner, and yeah, her hair looked like it was wet.
And, yeah, it looks like shit. And... So it's like, wait a minute, like, her mom's a hairdresser. Why does her hair look like such shit? I was thinking that too. Like, and, so I saw in the comments, apparently, someone had kind of cleared it up, that there was some lore in the books with that too, that apparently, like, the morning of, like, Belly and Taylor and whatever, they were supposed to go somewhere to get, like, their hair and makeup done. They were supposed to go to the spa and get the glam, because there's another clip where Belly's, like, doing her own makeup for the wedding. And I was thinking, like...
And then her mother tried to do it, like, said, oh, well, I'm not very good at doing hair. Maybe you can just wear it down.
Yeah. And so it was like, wait, what? So apparently Taylor went to the salon in the book, but Belly didn't want to... the morning of or something with everything going on, and so something to do with Taylor got her hair done, but because of the humidity,
it looked like it was wet.
It, like, apparently in the book, that's how it's described to look in the book, that she went and got it done at the salon, but something
she melted.
That it, like, melted, And so, I, like, said that on a comment on another post about it, and someone was like, don't they think we would want the context of that? Like, why would they leave, like, I
wonder how much got cut out on the floor, like...
Well, and that's what I was like, so, like, the messy hair, whatever, made it to the final cut, but what didn't make it to the final cut was the explanation of why the hair was so messy on her best friend's wedding day, when her hair looks, like, usually done most other days.
And her mother's a hairdresser?
Yeah.
And her mother was there?
And her mother wasn't doing Belly's hair either?
I know.
After, like, everything that Steven had done for the mother.
I know. Right? It was interesting with Steven and his new partner, in work-wise. They tried to kiss, and they were like, no.
I think they got interrupted.
Yeah, but they both said, oh, there was no sparks, or something. Better off just being friends.
I think she was just saying that, and he meant it.
I thought they were going to allude to that she was out looking for Jeremiah and ran short on time to get ready for the wedding, and so she had run through the shower and her hair was... or something. But... Right, and she told him to go back to Taylor, right.
So I guess what I had seen or heard or rumored, whatever... wasn't true. That before that someone was going to try to use the wedding or
that
whatever.
The parents were going to renew their vows or whatever.
Yeah. So at least that didn't happen.
Yeah. Unless that got cut on the floor.
But potentially the next spoiler that I saw is that, I guess, because at the end of this episode, Belly goes to Paris and she sees Conrad at the airport.
At leaving for Paris. She doesn't actually get on the plane.
They don't show her getting to Paris.
It shows her leaving the line and walking towards Conrad.
Well, it doesn't necessarily show that. It shows her kind of like turning her head and like but it's not like it shows her walking up to him. Or
Yeah.
I mean, someone might bump into her on the way, and she goes and gets some sense knocked into her and gets back in line and gets on the plane. Because the next spoiler that I saw was apparently, I saw someone posting and they were like, wait, why is Jeremiah in Paris? Or something, that apparently he's gonna like try and follow her and maybe try and get her back or something.
Well, they gotta do something if there's, 3 more episodes.
That's what I'm saying, so I don't know. I almost want to read the book now. I do too, but sometimes it's hard
It's different than the movie too, though.
Yeah, but sometimes it's hard. I didn't realize I had ordered these books that are called the Vampire Academy. Oh, the birds are just now speaking up. I ordered the Vampire Academy books because it sounded really good. Then they came and there was a sticker on them and it was like there's a movie like based on these books or whatever. And I went, oh no.
Who did that?
No, I went, oh no, I've seen the movie. Now that I realize I've seen, it's like a Netflix movie, and I'm like, well, now, like, for me, like, I don't know, I feel like I've been given too many spoilers.
Yeah.
Like, because, like, if we read the book about the summer I turned pretty, we're already gonna know Susanna dies. We're already gonna know that, like, we're already gonna know that Conrad and Belly, for majority of the thing, are not together, and like, and so, for me, it might be kind of like boring, especially like hard to get through like certain chapters when you already know most of what's gonna happen. Right. But if the book is a lot more detailed and different and whatever, then
it'd be like a whole different show.
I'd like to see what's different.
Yeah.
Me too. But, like, that's what, like...
How long have the books been out? Do you know?
I could probably listen to, like, the audio books. But...
Oh, yeah.
But, like, the ADHD in me, like, I don't think I could read something that I already know. Like, to actually be like... And then Belly and have to read a whole chat, like, I
already know this.
Well, because you can't just, like, skip, like, because you don't 100% know what, like, so it's, you know, the birds are going crazy.
They are.
Now Tatum's getting sassy, jeez.
Yeah, so,
So, yeah, that's our thoughts on the summer I turned pretty.
Yeah, so... We're gonna still have more thoughts because there's more episodes, but we did accomplish something else today.
Yeah, you can't read the books once you've watched the show.
We did accomplish, actually.
I know Tony left the chat, I think, already, but Tony was in here a second ago, and I was gonna say, speaking of California and
Tony, if you're still here, chime in.
But, yeah, we booked our flights and Airbnbs.
We still have a lot more to do, setting up the trip. But
that's,
part.
like, probably some of the most expensive parts of the trip.
So the flights are booked. We, really scouted out for best pricing and all.
And best timing. Because going to California from here is, like
3-hour time difference.
Yeah, but I'm talking air time. I think it's generally like 10 hours or something.
We'll have one stop. So, but if you don't have a stop, then I think it's like 8-9 hours.
Yeah. So California is completely on the other side of the country from us. So it's a long flight. Yeah. And a lot of them. We were going to try and do direct flight, but we decided we're going to do one 5 without a stop from Rhode Island? I don't think so. Because I
With
did
the
look
time
it up.
difference, it would be 5 hours later when you get there, but technically it's 8 hours if you looked at a regular watch.
Because we did look at some directs, but... we're doing some with one stop, and the timing that we did them, when the day we're flying into California, oh yeah, from New York to, it's shorter. Well, yeah, because also when we looked, we were looking from Boston.
Originally, yeah, we were looking from Boston, and it was direct flights from there.
It might have been like 6.5 hours from Boston, so you might be right. But I don't think there are any directs actually from Rhode Island was the thing, unless we go to LAX.
There was if you go to LAX, yeah. But we don't want to go to LAX.
Yeah, we want to go to like San Francisco.
So, yeah, and then there's the time difference, and.
But so the flights we found, we scoped around, and we found were some of the cheaper ones we could find.
Yeah.
And they also, the day we fly in, we get in early. We're not like leaving and boarding too early.
It is pretty early.
There's earlier.
Not by much.
It could be worse.
Yeah.
We're getting an early flight.
Really early, yeah. And so you have to leave and be there super early.
Yeah. So we're gonna be able to, the day we get there is not gonna be wasted too much on like travel. We're gonna be able to get there and spend the day there. And then the day we're coming back, we're coming back. Technically, we're not coming back till the 19th.
Yeah, in the morning. Because it's an overnight flight.
We won't give too many details.
Yeah.
But yeah, so the night we come back, we actually got a flight like late at night.
So we have that whole day.
Yeah, so we spent all day, and then so we're gonna have to check out of our Airbnb at 10 in the morning, and then figure out what to do until our late night flight, which is fine. But my only concern is like we're gonna have all our stuff in our car, and I saw some people saying that people like to break into cars in San Francisco. So,
well, we might not be right in San Francisco if we've already done San Francisco. We might be doing something in another little town around it. Yeah. That's true. So, so we got that, and then we're gonna make alternate plans for each day based on the weather too. We're gonna have like backup rain plans.
So funny because you posted something about like, oh, like if it rains, whatever, and there was a bunch of comments that were like, "Girl, it's California. It's not gonna rain. You're gonna be fine." But yeah, so
they wrote a song about that. So yeah, we're super excited, and that's the first part. Now we still have to book a rental car, and
the funniest part, we didn't book a rental car yet, but we started looking at them. The funniest part, for the same price as like the budget car, you could also potentially get like a Dodge Charger out there or a Tesla.
Or I mean, it wasn't much more. It was like $10 more for like a Mercedes or a Range Rover or something.
So if you guys see us,
we just started poking around at the rates on the rental cars. But what was interesting, in California, a lot of the rental cars are electric.
Yeah.
A lot of them are electric, which is not the case in a lot of other places.
Which I was like, oh my God, because it popped up on the rental thing with this like bright purple Dodge Charger.
I know, she's like, oh my God, that would be so cool.
I'm like, I don't know, like we might have to get that, like we might have to do that one. But she was like, but the gas. And
those are gas guzzlers, and the price of gas in California is high.
Yeah, so then I was like, well, maybe we should look for an electric vehicle. And hopefully the Airbnbs we're staying at might have charging stations.
Right. Probably not, but they might.
Yeah.
But even like around here, we've never driven like an electric car that you charge at.
I've never been in a Tesla. Have you ever been in
one? Yeah, I've never driven one. So this is going to be also a new adventure. That might be a video in itself. But like, I mean, I don't even know how you charge them. Like, I mean, I know it's, but like, you say we did get a Tesla because apparently a lot of people aren't renting them, which is fine with us.
Not
if you want to give us, we're going for the budget, so.
Well, it's like, not that we like think Elon or Teslas are cool, whatever, but like, I've never been in one. Like, they had their, like, rise and fall before I even got in one. Oh my god, I wonder if we can get it to... Because we'll be there close enough, I think, to Christmas. The Teslas do, like, a Christmas thing. Yeah, they do, like, a light show.
In the car?
Yeah. But, like, you have to, like, get out and stand back, and, like, the headlight, like, it'll play Christmas music, and the doors, like, go up, and the lights go on and stuff. Yeah, I don't know if they still do it or whatever, but I used to see a while ago.
I know, but we're going before Thanksgiving, so I don't know that...
But we could film it and post it after...
No, but I mean, if the car's gonna do it.
I think it's just like a setting or something. Like you can go in and you could probably get it to do like a happy birthday one or something too.
Really?
Probably, right?
I didn't. You know more of the cool things about this tonight. But anyway, yeah. So this could be a lot of new adventure experiences that we were not planning on. But I think that Tesla does have their own ports, and you can charge those for free, I believe, at the Tesla stations because they have like their own connection, and you can only, I believe, charge at Tesla station things. So that would be even cooler if we didn't even have to pay for like any fuel, right? Or any
Explore 700 Tesla light shows for free.
Oh. Conveniently located near you. Oh, and then yeah, I bet it's got a thing that shows you every place you can go and get your charge ups.
I don't know. There's a bunch of ads popping up, but I think Juniper Light Show. You guys know what I'm talking about? Does anyone know what I'm talking about?
Complete control. You might have to do it off an app on your phone. You think?
Richard, what the build quality is appalling. What? Panel god awful things. Richard, we're just talking about because we're planning on going to California.
We're not talking about buying.
We're not talking about buying one. We're talking about that the Teslas were like the same as like any budget car to rent, and not that we like Musk or anything, but it'd be really funny because I've never been in a Tesla.
I've been in one, but I've never driven one. So. Does anybody know? Is that still a thing? Like that, all the the Tesla stations. If you have a Tesla, you can charge it for free.
It's doing some Juniper Light Show
or
something.
Okay.
I'm not turning. It's probably playing some sort of music.
Right, but I bet you that really hums on your battery by doing.
Probably,
yeah. They're all right for rentals, but they're not a quality product.
No. We would never buy one, especially no.
No, we're just saying if we can rent it as cheap as you can rent, like, the budget car.
Yeah.
We might do it just for, the novel experience. If you got to pay the same price, why not get a little upgrade?
I think they're a very common car in California, too, and stuff. And so, so if you guys see us driving like a Tesla or something when we go to California, our political stances haven't changed.
No, we're just doing it. It'll be like our go-kart, something fun and new.
Just a little...
Silly girls going down the road.
Just being silly because the car's doors open silly.
Like
not because we want to be...
you agree? Yeah, she agrees.
Yeah, Tatum says yeah. But Tatum will not be coming for the trip.
No. The boys, my sons will be.
You're going to stay here with the boys.
With the boys and the birds.
With the boys and the birds.
Yeah. This will be the longest time we've been away from Tatum, though.
No.
For a whole week?
We've been away from her for a week before.
No, when we went down to Florida, it was like 5 days.
It was 9 days when we went down to Florida. Yeah.
Oh.
That's what I'm saying. It's not the longest we've been away from her. She'll be all right.
You're looking forward to seeing the Cybertruck in person. Oh, you don't...
We see them all the time.
Yeah, we've got them all over the place here.
When they first came out, it was so funny. We were sitting like in the grocery store parking lot, and all of a sudden one came up.
The boys.
Came up and like parked next to us or whatever.
Oh, they spoil her. Not to worry.
One of the Cybertrucks came up and parked near us one time, right when they first came out. Like they had been like out for like a week, and we watched as like zombies, people just from
Trying to
all
come
over
over.
the parking lot, just slowly walking up and being
To
like
take pictures with it.
and like seeing like they're looking because the windows are so like tinted out, at least on the one we saw.
It was so dark. You couldn't tell someone was in it.
Yeah, and so people were walking up and like doing like this, and then eventually the guy like opened the door and was like, "Hi," like
yeah. We weren't doing it, but we were just watching from our car. You know, all these people being weird.
Who will do her
They're
hair?
illegal there in England? They don't pass your safety test. Oh, wow.
That's a good question about Tatum's hair. Her body will be fine because, I mean, I do brush her often, but when I do, it's literally just like passing the comb through. Like her hair doesn't mat on.
It will be interesting to see what kind of ponytail she ends up with when we come back.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't think about that, honey.
We'll have to train them on ponytail duty.
What happened when we were gone when we went to Florida? Who did your hair? What happened with your hair when we did that? Do you remember?
I don't know. We're going to have to find out because the boys watched her then.
Maybe.
Hair classes with the boys, right?
Who's going to do your ponytail? Because I have to redo it every day, sometimes twice a day.
Yeah.
So I can't just send you off with a ponytail and
expect to come back with a ponytail. Yeah, we're gonna. And these things we didn't think of, right? Yes, we are going to California. Correct. We just booked the flights and the Airbnb this morning.
It's so weird. I just realized when we booked the first Airbnb today, it was like, send a message to your host and blah, blah, blah. When I booked the second one, it didn't make me do that.
Yeah.
Unless maybe it sent the same message.
Maybe it does.
But that wouldn't make much
well,
sense.
you know, maybe because like the host has to still look at it and approve it or something, I guess. You have to approve each other.
Sitting on you? Come here. But yeah, it was really weird when
we're going and like
we're not sure yet.
Yeah.
I'll message you, Richard. I just don't want to.
Yeah, but it's in November, and it's before Thanksgiving.
I don't want to say the exact dates out into the internet where. Hey, I know some people don't care if everyone like. I know a girl who has a huge following and is always alone and is constantly posting like, oh, I'm here walking to this beach by myself, blah, 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 on this day, on this time, blah, blah,
She's
blah,
so crazy.
wearing this and whatever. And it just is like I've always been extra about internet safety. Not necessarily about the people currently in the chat right now, but you never know who's gonna like watch this later and whatever.
Because we post it up to YouTube.
And I just like worry about sometimes when I watch this girl that I know and post like, hey, I'm right here, like you could come and kidnap me, like I'm come and get me. Like obviously she doesn't post like that, but you know what I mean. It just makes me like very wary of just being like, yep, we're gonna be getting into this airport this date and we're gonna be leaving this date, and because I already almost slipped up and said the exact times that we were gonna be flying. Yeah. But Richard, I will message you.
Yeah.
When we're going, I like to check.
And we're gonna make tons of videos and lives and all kinds of. I mean, if we do end up getting the Tesla, if it's like the same price as the other budget vehicles we're looking at, you know, that could be a funny video in itself. You know, when you think about it, it might be. I don't know, because I've never driven one either.
I would really hate to watch a whole video of just us driving a Tesla.
No, just a short. No, just a short.
Well, you said a whole video.
Oh, no. I meant like a whole, like,
no, it
60-second
would probably
video.
be incorporated in a vlog or something.
Oh, yeah, or that.
To November 9th, you're kidding.
I was wondering, because I know you used to go, like, around the beginning of November.
Richard, you might
for your
have
car
to
show.
change your flight and rent a car and drive up to California.
It's not far from Vegas.
But, what were we talking about before I got all hyper internet aware? Come on, don't just stare at me. Say something.
What were we talking about before that? Christine? Oh, about short video.
No, we were done with that. I think what I was gonna say, I just remembered, and then you saying that made me forget again. Oh, obviously you guys will know when we're live, and we're like, hey, we're in California, like that day at that time. But, yeah, I just, like, I don't want someone to, like, not that I really think anyone cares or, like, likes us that much,
to come and steal us.
But, like, you never know. And so I just don't want to, like, be like, leaving the airport in our little Tesla that we said we might be renting on
and
the
this
day
is the license plate. Here we're going.
On the day that we said we were going and the time that we said our flights were and whatever, that all of a sudden, oh wow, we've been driving down the road for 2 hours and I noticed someone's been following us the whole time. Like, you know.
Right? So we're gonna...
Hey, thanks, Jimothy! No, you're good, Christy. Did your son have anything fun to say?
Well, his wedding's coming up, right? Isn't he getting married this fall?
Both kids married in 1 year?
Yeah, she's got 2 getting married in 1 year.
Wow.
Did people think you were Kesha again? You never know.
So people have kidnapped less important people. Well, and so, you know, I just don't want to give someone like a game of cat and mouse for, like, you know, give them too many details and go, okay, yep, well, I'll watch them leave the airport at this time, figure out what Airbnb they're staying at this time.
Yeah. In November. Oh, look at that. Probably when we're on our trip.
Oh, jeez.
You saw Kesha a few weeks ago. Wait a minute. Right? You thought it was a Megan. Someone was trying to pretend to be Megan, right? How are the wedding plans coming? I mean, that's a lot to plan. 2 weddings in 1 year, but it's your son, so usually the girl side does more of the planning, so maybe November 2nd, right?
Oh, but I don't know if anyone that was in the chat yesterday, I've never seen Kesha and Megan in the same room.
There's a reason for that.
Just saying. But yesterday during the stream, I was talking about, I have this little freaking, like, lump right here, and I don't know if I bruised myself or it's a hurt. Well, I went to the walk-in this morning because
she did.
Because I was like, I want to figure out, and they didn't have the ultrasound equipment to be able to tell. So
they just had x-ray and stuff.
So Mom has to go for an appointment with me tomorrow morning, like an hour away, where they're gonna ultrasound and see if there's a part of my small intestine that you broke through a muscle or not, because that's what a hernia is.
So, but we'll find out if it is or isn't.
My stomach just, like, howled.
Yeah, 'cause it's saying I'm fine down here. What are you talking about me like that for? Yeah, so well, they can rule it in or out at least, though.
Yeah.
It's just if it's something we should be concerned about, keep an eye on, do something different. She just wants to know.
I just want to know, yeah.
Yeah.
Because apparently the only way for a hernia to ever go away is surgery. It never goes away otherwise.
I sound, yeah.
So.
We're hoping it's not that.
But if it is something that's that at some point I'm going to have to get, surgically repaired, I would rather know now and
when
then.
It's still small and not.
Yeah, and then they don't go away. So it's not a thing with hernias.
I know, like when it's not like huge and a big deal that you've like really herniated something, then sometimes they can do it like arthroscopically. So you've got like a very tiny, incision. So it's a lot less heal time.
My husband's got smaller, but they'll never fully like go back.
Yeah, they can get bigger and go down some, but they never go away. Once it's made its little popped its rearing head through whatever that wall is.
And I might be like feeling it slightly more now, but it was funny when I was talking to like the intake person at the walk-in and the doctor. I said, you know, I've got a motorcycle that's a bit too tall and a bit too heavy. They go, oh, and they were like, oh, maybe something, you did herniate something.
Well, yeah, like, well, she was pushing it uphill quite a bit about a week ago too.
Yeah, well, and that's what when we were there, I was like, when I was there at the office, I was like, wait a minute, it's like almost a week ago to the day that I was pushing the bike up the hill, and.
Yeah, because it was like last Wednesday.
Yeah, and so it was like, so I might just now be like noticing whatever. But I think I might also be noticing because it might have something to do with that I'm getting my period soon.
We're going to find out tomorrow.
But yeah, we're going to find out tomorrow.
Yeah. And don't worry, we won't leave you hanging. If it's nothing, then it'll be nothing.
Well,
but if it's something, then you guys can, send all those well wishes and cards and everything that you guys do and flowers, I know you guys do all that good stuff.
That's why I won't move full kegs at work. Yeah, if it is a hernia, I'm gonna be freaking rebuilding some muscles so it don't happen again. I tell you that much. I'll be working on the old pelvic floor muscles or whatever the hell it is.
Yeah.
I think that's Kegels. I don't think I need to do that, but. But like, I ain't got no like hip or core strength, and so that's what I think it might have.
Yeah, well, maybe we'll get some like workout things we could do on the TV. We can come out here in the living room and do.
You ain't doing that.
I could watch you do it.
I just thought I'd give the world that update.
Yeah. I think that's all the news since last night that we've got this shit. But I did check the loofahs this morning, and boy, they doubled in size again. Those little guys are really taking off. It's freaking cold out, by the way. It's not going to be over 70 degrees here for like the next 10 days, which means we're done with warm weather unless we get a nice Indian summer. And the nights are going in the 50s, and it's breezy out there. So we're thinking tropical.
I feel like there was something else I was going to say.
You like the underwater theme? Yeah.
What I was going to say was the doctor today who checked me out, she was like, it could also be like a cyst, but the placement of it, I can't imagine.
And for it to pop up like that, too.
Well, if it's been... Maybe it has been, and I just didn't notice it until it was. But it's not like bulbous like a cyst like pocket would be. Like it's just kind of like a little swolly.
It's swolly. Yeah.
You're so cute.
You need to be in a pool. I know. I haven't been in a pool. I'm trying to remember the last time we went in a pool.
We didn't go swimming at all this summer.
No, and chances are we're not going to because now it's getting chilly willy out there.
Well, and the Airbnbs that we booked, it's not hotels with, like, pools and stuff. That was the only bummer about going the Airbnb route versus the hotel
Well, one of them
route.
has a hot tub, doesn't it? Or no? No. That's all right. Maybe if this trip goes really well and we hit the lottery, then maybe we'll be doing another trip, and the next one might have a little pool
Or maybe we'll meet someone while we're there that has a pool.
Could happen. Could happen. Yeah.
Or maybe we'll go pool hopping. Maybe we'll stalk someone and find out that they're on vacation
And go sneak into their pool.
And go sneak into their pool.
Yeah.
I have a pool and haven't been in it in over 15 years.
I know.
Oh my god.
Her dog goes in it though. And she put it in for the kids and the dog.
Yeah, I'm gonna bring a bathing suit on the trip because
I think the water's gonna be cold at the beach too, but you know what? We might be like those people that are from the Midwest that come here and they go in the ocean no matter what the weather is. We might be those people that we
Well, we might just get down to like the point and put my toes in, but
yeah.
I still think I want to have like a California beach photo op, and like you look a little funny on the beach clothed.
Yeah.
For a beach photo.
Well, I'm gonna bring a bathing suit. I'm bringing because it does have like outside showers where we're staying.
I didn't see those.
You didn't?
No.
Oh yeah. So there's that.
I usually shower with nothing on.
Oh, be a bum.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's our big update du jour. Tomorrow they're saying it's gonna be nasty, so we might come on, but we'll see. You can't trust your weathermen. At least we can't trust our weathermen. So if it's too nasty to be like out there, then we might come on. If not, if we don't see you guys till after Labor Day, we might not be on till Tuesday, if that's the case. And we want to wish everybody a happy labor.
Uh-huh.
Yep. Oh my gosh. I love Richard Gere, my friend. That's like my go-to guy. You always get my attention when you say that.
Yeah, I think that's all we got for today's episode. I might have to go rewatch the episode of The Summer I Turned Pretty again, because I kind of
dozed.
Well, I kind of picked it up where I left off yesterday when I was watching it this morning, because I was doing some stuff last night that I got carried away with, and I didn't end up watching it last night. So I think I got to do a sweep of watching the episode
whole
from start to finish.
Okay.
For the third time.
Get the popcorn ready.
And yeah.
Yeah.
So I've watched Napoleon Dynamite 3 times last week. I hope you're up. Tatum's laying on my phone.
Oh, she's gonna answer it for you. Maybe she's messaging someone.
I hope she doesn't. No one texts. I'm gonna go fix her ponytail.
Yeah, and we gotta get back to work too. So
thank you guys for joining us for a little lunchy poo.
Turn on all your bells and whistles, because you never know when we're gonna pop on, baby, and you don't want to miss a minute of it. But if you do, don't forget, we do always load them up to YouTube. So if you miss it, follow us on YouTube. You can always catch it on the flip side.
But yeah, we're the California girls. We're on top. Yeah. So we're going back to Cali. And yeah, we'll see you next time. I think I gotta poop.
Uh-oh.
But I got a hernia, so.
Oh, careful pooping.
Or do I have a hernia? I don't know.
So we will catch